This is with Vincent Corporation. It's the 20th of July, 2021. And we got some tofu. It came in that pail where we were stirring it up in this pail. And we're going to run it in this screw press right here. It's a little 4-inch press. I just hooked up the motor. 110 volt, it's running off a VFD. So I slowed it down to, you'll see here, 14 RPM. It's going real slow. We know we'll have trouble with tofu, so best shot is with a low-speed screw. The screen we picked has a very tight perforation, and I don't know if that's 23 thousandths or 33 thousandths of an inch. It's one of our final perforations. And we have a discharge cone here. It's actuated, pushed by this air cylinder, and I have it in the open position right now. We'll see if we can get anything to happen. If it does, we'll try closing this. We'll set this air pressure, very low air pressure for this application, if we can get it to work at all. See, this press is vapor tight. You can see where it would have covers that fit vapor tight for spilling alcohol. And here's ports for injecting alcohol or steam or caustic solution or water. So it's got a clip for fluid injection. Inert gas would go in there, and then it's closing through press. And we've got our compressed air coming in. That was a press we used this morning for corn silage, and then the second test we were running horse manure through this press this morning. We ran the corn silage through this little shredder right here, and there's the inside of the shredder. Matt's collected a sample of the as-received material. We'll run a moisture test on that. And anyway, yeah, we're about ready to start the test. We get some liquid through the screen right away. And there's the inlet of my press. This has an unusually long inlet. It's for production of cannabis, where they were feeding these big batches. So we built a longer inlet hopper. Whoops, I'm getting cake out there. I need to close that can. The cone will close at 10 psi. Coming out it pretty clear, going into the pail there. I'm going to see if I can set that air pressure any lower. Inlet hopper, okay, we're feeding. Nothing coming out here. That's not even some liquid draining out. So I'm going to lower the air pressure to the point where maybe I can get it to work. Okay, we're getting a sample of the press cake. An alternative way, I don't have any air pressure on this. I'm merely holding this cone open about 1/8 of an inch, and the cake is coming out what we call channeling. It's all coming out over on this side, and that's okay. We're getting steady, constant production, and so that's different. It's coming out. Instead of an air cylinder, we would have a jacking bolt in here, so you could jack this open like I've got it at 1/8 of an inch, a 16th of an inch, 3/32. And fist test. No, you won't get any liquid, not even between your fingers. You can't get a film. Oh, I saw a little film of water, but that is, you won't squeeze any more water out of that. What's left is bound water, chemically bound, part of the organic molecules. And we're still feeding through. We're getting down so And yeah, I get a little more water out now. Still to press up a little more. I'm still got continuous cake dropping out down there. And we'll catch the solids in this pressed liquor and the moisture content in this pressed cake. We got an as-received sample. So throughput. Looking at that amount of cake coming out, that amount of cake is probably enough to justify a screw press. It's I'm saying that amount of pressed liquor that I see coming out, that's enough liquid separation to justify a screw press. We're into the second shift already, but this is the screw department, and making screws, frames for presses, flights for screws, just another workstation, still another, normally there's more flights, and some repair work. There's a good sized screw being worked on tonight, and we have screws all over. There's after a big press, and not too much in process there anyway. That is Vincent's screw department. This is the assembly department. There's a little press, there's a mid-sized press, and a couple more presses being assembled. That's a welding fixture for welding screens. Screen work going on around here. Some assembly. There's a big twin screw press. Another press. Work on a screen. Oh, that's my project, I think. Yep. And we received the screen material here today. Frame for press being welded out. And that's our second shift.